Good morning, everyone. On today's show, we'll recap what's been going on with all my current playthroughs, including my updated thoughts on Doom: The Dark Ages. Plus, today, we got to figure out what will actually be the next DSP Tries It reward, because we've been doing pretty good progress this week. Pretty accelerated amount of support, which I very much appreciate, but it means we got to figure out what the goal reward will be, sooner rather than later. And of course, chill vibes and good times. Great games on the docket today. I'm excited. So sit back and relax. The 80s vibes are back. It's time for the Level 1 podcast.
Get ready for some meaningful content, because the king is back. The king of the live stream. The king is back. Woo!
Good morning, everyone. Today is Wednesday, the 14th of May, 2025. I'm Darkside Phil. This is the Level 1 podcast, and we are halfway through my streaming week. As you can see, I brought back the Vice City vibes for today. I actually like this layout a lot, and today I actually have the GTA text font for our leaderboard, so that's kind of cool. Welcome, and I hope that you're in good spirits, and if not, hopefully we'll cheer you up today with a little bit of updates on everything going on, and some good interaction, and of course, the usual tomfoolery. There you go. So what's going on right now? Well, we're in the middle of a great week, right? First half of the week has been outstanding with the release of Doom: The Dark Ages, which is really good. I'm actually very much enjoying playing it, particularly on keyboard and mouse. I feel that it is a better experience. Running it on my gaming PC has been amazing. The graphics have been absolutely outstanding, and I've had no problems there at all with performance. And just in general, it's great. A great new release, finally, from a AAA studio. Can you believe a AAA studio in 2025 actually put out a release that seems pretty darn good? Yeah. So, good stuff there, right? I'm very excited to play more later tonight. But we're continuing on with all of our current playthroughs, including today's Clair Obscure Expedition 33, which is our very first stream here after we finish the podcast, which I'm very much excited for. Last time around, the world opened up and we were able to go ahead and travel the world and do all this optional side content because you could finally swim and go across water. So now today we have one more optional place to explore, and then back to the story, which I can't wait to see how the story is going to develop. The plot line has been really interesting. Now, we've got a lot of other stuff that we're juggling as well. For example, Minecraft has been really good with mods. If you didn't check it out last night, Minecraft last night was great. We actually had this new mod called Distant Horizons that lets you see really, really far away. Like, it renders really far away to the point where you can actually see the different biomes and things in the distance. And this is going to be amazing for when I decide to go travel the world and explore. And I'm actually debating, once we get the basics set up at my house, maybe I should build like a second tier, maybe even a tower on the top of my house so I can see in all different directions and kind of, plot out and see where we want to go. So I'm excited for more Minecraft. It's actually been going really well. And also playing on pad is actually more relaxing than playing on keyboard and mouse for me, so that's been great. But we also now have American Truck Simulator in the rotation, which we're going to play tomorrow night, and that was chill fun back on Friday, driving these different routes and being silly, having a few drinks while I was playing and everything, and that nice interactive vibe. It's been great. And, of course, this Friday, we got another new game in the Capcom Fighting Collection Part 2, which is going to have a whole bunch of awesome games to play and good content coming out of that. So we're in the midst of a great time. I'm juggling quite a few amazing games. Oh, yeah, keep in mind, Blueprints, we're still playing, albeit, if you haven't noticed, we've played it at a very reduced rate. Reason being, Doom has kind of taken over for it this week. We're probably not even playing Blueprints again this week. We'll probably continue it maybe sometime next week, okay? So, I'm having a great time with everything that we are doing, and I hope that you guys are enjoying as well. I feel like this is a great time for gaming. Keep in mind, that momentum continues. There's going to be more games like Onimusha 2 HD. Upcoming, we've got Elden Ring Night Reign. We got the launch of Switch 2, new character in Street Fighter 6, Summer Game Fest, the Xbox Game Showcase, and more and more and more all coming up within the next month. It's going to be a great month for gaming content, okay? So, I'm very excited. I hope that you are too. And let's go ahead and continue on, shall we? Let's do it. Okay. So, all that being said, what is going on for the rest of the week? And what is going on in regards to, rewards and support goals and things like that? Let's get all that established. And then we could just chill for a bit. All right. So, today, continuing on with Clair Obscur Expedition 33 here on the daytime stream. This will be a good break because for 2 straight days I was playing Doom, and 5+ hours in. It's a lot of adrenaline. And don't worry, there's still a lot of Doom coming. We got Doom coming tonight on my late stream and tomorrow's daytime stream. So there's going to be like 10+ hours of Doom gameplay by the end of this week. But it's good to break it up, and I've wanted to play more Clair Obscur, so I'm excited to jump back into that today. For those who have been enjoying the playthrough, thank you for coming by and hanging out with me for when I play Clair Obscur. I feel like it's a great time. Love the gameplay elements, love the story elements, love everything. Like, the game is outstanding. One of my favorite RPGs in many, many years. And I cannot wait for more. So, awesome stuff, okay? That's the main stream. And then Doom tonight on the late stream, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. What a juxtaposition. You got a turn-based RPG versus a super action-based FPS, right? 2 completely different styles of games. Tomorrow, pretty much more of the same, because tomorrow will be more Doom, the Dark Ages on the first stream. And then tomorrow night, we're doing American Truck Simulator. Now, remember, with American Truck Simulator, a couple interesting and unique things. Number one, I'm probably going to have a couple more White Claws while we play it, which is pretty funny to see me get buzzed while I'm trying to drive this truck. But also, I owe you guys a 5-minute segment of drawing blindfolded. Okay? So, there you go. Blindfolded. That'll definitely be interesting. I'm going to turn on the verbal GPS, so at least I'll have some guidance, but I get the feeling it's not going to go so well, and probably that job's going to get failed or botched. I don't know how it works, because we haven't failed a job yet, but I feel like you can. So I guess we're going to see how that goes. So that's how we're going to start the stream on Thursday night. And then after that, we'll do some regular stuff. And what people are saying is you can earn enough money to buy your own truck and start your own trucking company. And that's when the game really begins, and you can do longer runs and things like that. For example, I haven't had to do a run where you even needed to stop at a rest stop yet, but the rest stops are in the game, right? So there you go. Anyway, so that's good stuff, and I'm excited for that on Thursday. And then Friday, all day long on Friday, we are going to play the new Capcom Fighting Collection 2. This game has a ton of games inside of it, including Capcom vs. SNK 1 and 2, including Power Stone 1 and 2, Rival Schools United by Fate, also known as Project Justice, Capcom Fighting Evolution, also known as Capcom Fighting Jam, Street Fighter Alpha 3 Upper, which was a version of Street Fighter Alpha 3 that never had online play and features a brand new cast of characters added into the game and a rebalancing of the game. Plus more, I want to say it has like, doesn't it have like Star Gladiator? Or is it Plasma Sword? Or is it the same game? I don't even know. It has like a bunch of games in it, okay? So it's a great collection. I'll be focusing on certain games in the collection. Like CVS 2 and Alpha 3 will be the 2 that I'll definitely want to play the most. But I'm definitely going to try the others too. Like, I know Power Stone was always a fun game in arcades. Like, Power Stone was actually an arcade game before it ever was ported to consoles. And it was a very fun one. And it's more of an arena fighter. It's like a 3D arena. You're running around beating each other up with combos until you get power-ups. And you can do like super powered finishers and stuff. Pretty fun game. So I am excited for that on Friday. We're going to do all day. We'll do 2 streams of it. And we'll just basically play different games. Like, maybe the first stream I'll play CVS 2. Maybe the second stream I'll do Alpha 3. Maybe I'll wedge in Power Stone. And then another time when we play it again, we'll play other games because there's just so many in there. Right? It'll be a good streaming day of old school fighting game retro fun. So that's the streaming week right now. And next week will also again be a balance between all of these games. Now, already I just got to ask, what about Blueprints? What happened to Blueprints? Well, here's the thing. All right. gotta play the newer stuff. Doom, the new fighting game, has to take priority. They're the new games. Blueprints we've been playing for a month. I love it. We're over 20 hours in. We're gonna continue, but we're in no rush with Blueprints. We can put that in as a day stream whenever we feel like for variety to break stuff up. Right now, my priority is to try to get as far in Doom as I can this week. I wanted to play around 10 hours of Doom, maybe play another 10 hours next week, maybe get close to the end of it by next week, because we're going to have more games coming out this month. So we need to get through games. And a game like Blueprints, I feel like we could play this for like 100 hours and may not be done yet. That's just the nature of the game. There's so much going on with the level of complexity of the puzzles and everything in it that, that's something that we're not in any rush. Doom, I feel like we really need to kind of focus in on and try to beat it as soon as possible without, foregoing all the other games in the rotation. So that's what's going on right now in the schedule. As for support, you guys have been amazing. Like, you guys have been very, very, excuse me, supportive of the game, of the streams, what I meant to say, in this week. Already, not only do we hit a support goal the other day and do DSP tries it Wingstop for the first time, but now we're 4 goals in to the next milestone, to the next big reward at 70. So we're at 64 out of 70 right there. And that means we got to sit down today and we got to figure out concretely what is the next reward, because there's been many ideas of things to do. And to be honest, I'm not sure what I want to do. Like, I'm not sure if I want to do, say, Subway, which we've talked about. And I'll be honest, I don't expect that we're going to be doing an amazing Subway DSP tries it. I think more of it'll be like curiosity's sake, but I don't think I'm going to get blown away by Subway, right? But hey, I haven't had Subway in 8 years. When I used to get Subway a decade ago, I hated it. So I can't imagine, what it's going to be like today. Supposedly they did redo their menu from the ground up because people were complaining so badly about it. But we had also talked about the idea that instead of doing fast foody stuff, I actually order from a takeout style restaurant like a Red Robin or an Applebee's or something like that. And we actually try that instead. And I think that's an interesting idea, because then you're getting a higher quality of food. And these are trying to compete with fast food, because fast food prices have skyrocketed so badly that now people are trying to go to these restaurants instead, realizing, hey, I can get better quality stuff for the exact same price of what I'm already paying. So why am I paying that? Let me just go to a sit-down restaurant. So yeah, like I am excited for either one of these. I think either one of these are good ideas. And I think what we should do is today we'll consider and look at each one, okay? And let's figure out what we want to do. All right, cool. The cookies now at Subway are OP. Really? I've never had a Subway cookie ever. Never once did I have one, so. All right. Okay. So we're going to look at that in a second, and we're going to figure that out. I want today, by the end of this podcast, we have to determine what is the next actual DSP tries it. And the way you got to think of it is, no matter what we determine for the next one, we could always do what we are not doing for the next one after that anyway. So it's not like, if we decide that today we wanted to do Subway, doesn't mean that we can't do Red Robin next time or whatever. You know what I mean? Okay. All right. So before we get started, let's do some shout outs, shall we? So first off, this morning we have Dupree popping their membership notification. What's going on, Dupree? How are you this morning? I hope you're doing well. Thanks for coming by and hanging out for the podcast. I appreciate that. And we got a couple of tips to shout out. I just want to remind everyone on Kick that now on Kick, there's new features. One of the new features is the new predictions system. All right. And the prediction system is neat because you can vote yes or no or 2 options on something, and you can wager your actual channel points that you're earning just by watching my streams on Kick. So people have been enjoying this the last day or so. As we think of more awesome things to do, like wagers, we could do them. I'm curious, like, what we do. Could we do anything for the podcast today? How about, let's see. Okay, how about this? I got an idea. No, I don't like that idea. Let me see. What's a different one? I know. So, start a prediction. Here we go. Will we figure out food by 12:30 p.m. PDT? Now, what do I mean by that? I had to type that really short. Will we figure out what food we're going to have for DSP Tries It by 12:30 p.m. PDT? That's the question. And the options are obviously going to be yes or no. And you have 10 minutes to wager on that on Kick. 10 minutes to wager. Then we'll see, because we'll start talking about it and we'll see if we can figure it out by 12:30 and go from there. Worst poll of all time. Well, at least it's something, right? At least it is a poll, right? Okay. All righty, guys. Let's start with shout out, shall we? We got a few contributions that have come in. So let's shout some of these out. This up so I can read it. Here we go. Okay. So I received a $1 tip. Someone is asking me about if I talked to something I don't even know what it means. I don't even know what it means. So I'm not going to say it because who knows if it's something that I don't know what it is, it could be offensive. So I'm just going to say, thanks for a $1 tip. So I have no idea what you're talking about. That's our first contribution of the day. Cool. Let's see. I received a $2 tip. Phil, after you finish with the new Doom, maybe it's time to play some Doom expansions. For example, TNT Evolution, Plutonia, Legacy of Rust could help bring in new viewers. Well, infamously, Doom and Doom 2 back in the 90s had a ridiculous amount of add-ons and expansions, some of which were officially approved, many of which never were. Like, I remember you could get like all of these different add-ons for it that were actually considered mods. And it's funny because today we talk about mods, but back then they weren't as common, but Doom just had a buttload of them. I remember so many different kinds of Doom that were available on the internet if you modified the original files. And you're right. I mean, all of those, right, are crazy ass mods that add new levels, new enemy variations, new weapon styles, everything. I don't know how much people would like that. I did play Doom 2 years ago. If you remember, I played Doom 2. Was it right before? I can't remember if it was before Doom 2016 or Doom Eternal, but I played Doom 2. Doom 2 is tough. It's fun, but it's tough as shit. But I did beat it. I did eventually get through it. So I don't know. It would probably be pretty rough, but who knows? Maybe it would be entertaining because it is so difficult, ultra difficult. I don't know. All right, well, good suggestion. Thank you for the contribution. See here. And someone tipped a $1 and says that they're tipping while driving. Well, there you go. Tipping while driving is probably a bad idea. Watching a stream while driving is probably fine. Actually trying to type or do stuff while driving is probably a very bad idea. Okay. All right. All right, well, so guys, we got a few tips to start today, and I appreciate that. Let's get some support from various sources. Who's going to be our first super chatter of the day on YouTube? Who's going to be the first member or gifted membership on YouTube? And of course, over on Kick, who's going to be the first sub over on Kick today? Let's find out. Let's get one of each kind of support here on the stream, and let's get that momentum rolling towards goal 65 out of 70. Now, since obviously I just brought that up, let us go ahead and start talking about what we're going to do for the next reward. All right. So at 70 goals hit, it's going to be another DSP Tries It. But what do we want to do? All right. And we've had these different ideas. I've been looking at a few of them like, So let's talk about them. All right. First off, let's go ahead and take a look at Subway and what they actually offer for sandwiches today, because I haven't looked at this in a very long time. All right, I don't look at Subway. I don't really care about Subway. But being that I haven't eaten there in 8 years, it could be something interesting to do. It's very common, but it's not common for me. Okay, let's take a look together. Ready? Actually, I don't know if this is gonna work. Hold on. All right, it kind of worked. All right, so as you can see, here's Subway's menu, and they have two limited time offerings: a hot honey pepperoni sandwich and a hot honey chicken. Now, I'm gonna be honest here. Who the hell would want to eat just a pepperoni sandwich? I want you to think about this. All right, pepperoni is good as an ingredient on something. I like pepperoni on my pizza. I like pepperoni as one of the meats in an Italian sub. But have you ever just said, hey, I want some pepperoni, and you just sat there and ate like mouthfuls and mouthfuls of just pepperoni? Well, that's what they want you to have, the hot pepperoni. It looks like it's just pepperoni and cheese and this hot honey sauce or whatever. No, I probably would not want that. I'm just being honest. Like maybe salami, but not pepperoni. Okay? Hot honey chicken. What this appears to be is their chicken breast with whatever you want, and then it looks like it's the honey sauce. And if you click on it, does it tell you what comes on it? Let's see. I just want to see the sandwich, please. I don't want to pick it up. I want to see it. Here we go. Rotisserie style chicken. Oh, it's rotisserie style chicken. So it's not the crappy white meat chicken. It's the rotisserie chicken. Okay. And let's see. Monterey cheddar jack cheese on freshly toasted artisan Italian bread. Really? It looks like white bread to me. Topped with lettuce, tomato, red onion, sub crunch. What is sub crunch? I have no clue what that is. Sub crunch. Weird. I never heard of it. Okay, sub crunch, whatever that is. I mean, I'm looking at the picture. I still don't know what it is. Look, like, what is that? That's the Monterey Jack. What is sub crunch? I don't know. And sriracha sauce and a generous drizzle of irresistible new hot honey sauce. So basically, it's chicken, cheese, whatever this crunch thing is, a few veggies, and two kinds of sauce. Okay. Steak. Now, here's the weird thing about this. Their whole menu has weird names now. Like, they never used to have any weird name. Now, everything is the Outlaw. What the hell is the Outlaw? I know a Philly steak and cheese. Obviously, it's just American cheese and their steak. What the hell is the Outlaw? Spicy, cheesy, and smoky. Juicy steak, double pepper jack cheese, green peppers, red onions, Baja chipotle sauce, on artisan Italian bread. Are they really pushing this loaf of white bread as artisan Italian bread? Has anyone told them that it's just white bread? It's the same bread they've always have. It's not artisan Italian bread. Ridiculous. They don't. It's artisan, handmade by who? And like 10 months ago, it's refrigerated. And then they bake it. Like, what are you talking about? Right? Anyway, so the Outlaw does not. What the hell is cheesy garlic steak? I can't even think. If you were to say to me, what are some flavors that you would want with steak? Garlic is not one of them, unless you're saying like a garlic butter on top of a steak. Okay, but I wouldn't think let's combine garlic with steak on a cheesesteak, right? Weird. So what is this? Ew. This is how a garlicky delight? That doesn't sound good. I'm Italian, all right? I like garlic. I like garlic flavors in pizza, in pasta, even in soup. I don't want garlic on a cheesesteak sandwich. So what is it? Shaved steak smothered in a creamy cheddar cheese sauce with crisp green peppers, red onions, a flavorful kick of roasted garlic aioli, and a sprinkling of sub crunch. What is sub crunch? Look at it. What is it? Is it just pieces of fried bread or something? I don't know what it is. If you don't tell me what sub crunch is, I'm not gonna know what it is and if I'm gonna want it on there. And again, artisan Italian bread. It's not artisan. All right, enough. Let's continue. So now here's chicken. Now, does every single chicken now have their rotisserie style chicken? Did they finally get rid of the awful white meat? Here, chicken bacon ranch used to be the one with the awful white meat chicken. Do they still have it? Let's see. No, they did. They got rid of it. It's rotisserie style now. Well, that's good. I will say this. That is great. The old white meat chicken at Subway used to be atrociously terrible. They pushed it as, oh, it's healthy. It's white meat chicken, so it's healthy for you. It didn't taste like anything. It tasted like you were eating air. It was so flavorless, disgusting. And it was also gelatinous. Like you went to eat it and it was like gooey. And I was like, oh, disgusting. So whatever their rotisserie style chicken is, hopefully it's better. So chicken bacon ranch is one of the ones that I've had in the past, and I thought it was okay if the chicken would have had flavor. So what you would have to do is douse it in like amazing amounts of ranch sauce to give flavor. But if it's better chicken, maybe that's better, right? Spicy nacho chicken. All Pro sweet onion chicken teriyaki. Why do they call it All Pro? Weird. Wait a minute. What's the difference between grilled chicken? Wait, they do still have it? They do. They still have it. Do not eat this. This is their old chicken. It's completely devoid of flavor. Those grill marks are fake. They paint them on. All right. All this is white meat chicken that they put into like a mold. It's like gelatinous. And they formulate it to look like a chicken breast. It's not. It's not a real chicken breast. And then they just chop it up and it has no flavor at all. So don't get that. I mean, I would like to try maybe their rotisserie chicken because the old one was so bad, they can't do worse. So I'd like to try one of the chickens for sure, I think, if we do Subway. Italians, Ultimate BMT. They used to just call it the Italian BMT. Now it's the Ultimate BMT. Hot Shot Italiano. I don't know what the difference is. This one looks like it has turkey, and this one maybe is ham. This looks like salami and pepperoni. Is it just salami and pepperoni? Pepperoni, salami. Yeah, that's it. It's just salami and pepperoni. While this one, I think they add ham in there too. Black Forest ham, salami and pepper. Yeah, that's the only difference. How can you say those are different sandwiches when the only difference is like a slice of ham? The Boss. Look at this. Now they do a meatball sub with pepperoni and they call it the Boss. What is the Beast? Half pound of meat. Does this have like every kind of cold cut? So let's see. Pepperoni, salami, turkey, and ham, and roast beef. Yeah, it has every kind of meat that they have. So it's basically the works. They call it the Beast. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. Oh, there it is. I was going to say, they didn't get rid of the cold cut combo. The cold cut combo was the one that used to be so bad. All right, no lie. It used to be so bad. It was pre-made on wax sheets. So they didn't even have the meat separated. It was pre-done in a factory together on wax sheets. And you say, oh, cold cut combo. And they would just open this container and take a wax paper, slap it on your bread, rip the wax paper off. That was your sandwich. Like, wow, that's fresh, huh? That was disgusting. So, all right. So that's bologna with ham and turkey, I believe. Cold cut combo. They still have tuna. What I'm thinking is I want to do 3 things that are very different. So I'll probably do one cold cut sandwich. I'll probably do a tuna, and I'll probably do a chicken. I think I would do 3 different kinds of sandwich. Like that way you get a good tasting of the menu. All right. So someone, now I don't know if I believe this, but someone is claiming to be a viewer of Killdozer, saying that Killdozer said that if I do Subway and I try their foot-long cookie, he wants me to do that. All right. I don't know about that. Oh, by the way, they have club sandwiches where they add in, what the hell? Why is that there? They add in like bacon to make it a club sandwich. Chicken salad is not a club sandwich, so this is wrong. That's completely wrong. So what else do they have, right? Snacks, sides, and desserts. I said that completely wrong. So, Doritos footlong nachos, and Subway footlong cookie. Yikes. Yeah, someone said that Killdozer wants to see me try the footlong cookie. I mean, I wonder if it's any good, the footlong cookie. Is it just one kind? Is it just chocolate chip? That's it? That's all they do? Baked to perfection and ready to share. Served so warm, it's soft and gooey on the inside. Every inch is loaded with chocolate chip goodness. So the funny part about this, okay? So what is this? Cheese dipper? The hell is a cheese dipper? They also do single cookies. So I hope everyone is well aware, nothing at Subway is actually fresh, right? Like that used to be actually their slogan, Subway Eat Fresh, but it's a complete lie. So when they say footlong cookie fresh baked, all that means is this is some mass manufactured prepackaged dough, likely of the about the same quality that you could get in your grocery store freezer right now, right? Or the grocery store refrigerator. You know, like you get the Pillsbury tube of cookie dough and you can just put it on a mat and bake it. That's all this is. Only they plop it into their foot long, container and they bake it in their little oven there. But like, what the hell? Nothing here is going to be fresh. They're not making that dough from scratch. You know what I mean? Nothing. It's terrible, I'm sure. But I mean, I don't know. I'm fascinated by it. Would the foot long cookie be good? I feel like if I should do 3 sandwiches and one of these, but I'm not doing both. So like 3 sandwiches and then either the foot-long nachos or the foot-long cookie. I'll do one of those. See, someone is claiming Killdozer says he wants me to do it. I would do it, but I don't know if that's true. I don't know if you're just making that up. I'll see next time Killdozer comes by what he says. If he's interested in me doing the foot-long cookie or not. So, interesting. So I would probably do one of the rotisserie chicken sandwiches. I would do some kind of a lunch meat sandwich of style, and then I would do the tuna. And I would do the tuna. My mom, her favorite sub ever at Subway was tuna, but this is when it was really Subway before it was chained out and turned into this worldwide franchise. It was called Pete's Subs. And they used to have this insanely fresh bread that they got from a local bakery. And she would have tuna, American cheese, lettuce, tomato, and pickles with salt and pepper on top. That was my mom's favorite Subway sandwich. So I would probably do it. I would probably try to recreate what I used to have all the time when I was a kid because she would eat a lot of it and give me some of it. So I would probably try that. So I'd try the tuna salad and then I would probably do 2 others. And I would do one of these dessert things. Okay. Okay. So if we do Subway, that's what it's looking like we're going to be doing. All right. So think about that for a sec. We're going to look at others, but maybe Subway is a viable option if we do interesting enough stuff, right? Okay. I received a $2 tip. This person says, let's see here. My in-laws are Italian. When we visit, we have pepperoni sandwiches all the time. Again, pepperoni as an ingredient on a sandwich. If you were going to say salami, pepperoni, you know, I've never heard someone just eating just pepperoni. Seriously. It's always an ingredient in something. So this is bizarre to me. And I grew up, eating Italian cuisine. And even then we didn't just eat pepperoni, you know? I don't know. Anyway, thanks for the $2 tip. Okay. All right. So that would be option number 1. Subway, a variety of sandwiches, and one of their weird snack side things. Okay. That's number 1. Number 2, the second option that we could do would be Red Robin. Yum. Okay, I don't know why I just had to do their slogan, but it's Red Robin. Now, Red Robin is famous for their burgers. They do other things too, but I wanted to take a look at their current menu because I haven't actually looked at Red Robin in a long time. I haven't eaten there in many years. I couldn't even tell you the last time I ate there. All right. I think once ever did I eat there with my wife. So let's take a look. So here's their new items. Now, let's see. So they're doing barbecue pork burger and nachos. I'll be honest, I think I might want to try the nachos. Look at that. Nachos with a twist, classic Yukon chips. So it's those thick cut potato chips stacked with hickory smoked pulled pork and drizzled with what? Cut off. See details. Drizzled with New Belgium fat tire, beer cheese, bacon fondue, Whiskey River barbecue sauce, and ranch and fresh jalapenos. Oh, man. Oh, man. That sounds good. It's absolutely disgusting. It's going to be like 2 pounds of sludge. It's going to clog the arteries like no tomorrow. But, man, that sounds delicious. I'm American. That's great. Give me the beer cheese, please. All right. They should call that the Toilet Buster Special right there. They have some special drinks. That's kind of cool. Oh, really? Look. So, don't you love when fast food has fads? So, Subway's doing hot honey. So, of course, that means Red Robin is also doing hot honey. They're doing a chicken sandwich and a pizza. This is Red Robin, right? Since when do they do pizza? Apparently, they do pizza. I didn't even know that they do pizza. So, serve with your choice of side, hand-breaded fried chicken breast dripping with Mike's hot honey. And layered, it looks like it has a few things on it. Looks like a good greens mix. I wonder what's in there. Mike's Hot Honey Pepperoni Pizza. So it's pepperoni, provolone, mozzarella, crushed red pepper, and hot honey sauce. Oh, no. Would you order a pizza from Red Robin? That is so bizarre. And everything else here doesn't look too good. Buzzer beater bacon cheeseburger, 2-pointer or 3-pointer. Oh, man. And boneless. No, we just had chicken. I'm not getting chicken wings. That's ridiculous. Do they have limited time stuff, or is that what we just looked at? It is. It's what we already looked at. So let's look at their burgers. So the barbecue pork burger is their limited time one, but they got just a bacon cheese, jalapeno, Whiskey River barbecue, Red Robin Royal. That's the special one. That's the egg on top. Only problem with that would be absolutely perfect for in person. I can't get that delivered. That egg is going to break on the way, and that thing's going to be completely soaked by the time I get it. So sadly, I can't do their egg burger. Gourmet cheeseburger, bonsai burger. This one has pineapple on it. Mad Love. Your choice of side. So pepper jack Swiss, cheddar and Parmesan, sweet jalapeno relish. I'm assuming maybe it's supposed to be spicy, like a spicy burger. The simple basic cheeseburger, smashed avocado and bacon, lava queso. Yeah, I won't be getting that. Can't get that delivery. A sauteed shroom, monster double. Wow, they have a million. The scorpion burger, that has crispy jalapenos on it. Look at that, breaded jalapenos. Smoke and pepper, southern charm, cheesy bacon fondue, blue ribbon with blue cheese. Oh my God. A triple. Look at that. That's ridiculous. What's up, Game Boy? How you doing, man? That's absolutely ridiculous. Look at that thing. All right. So if I were to do something from Red Robin, I'd probably pick a burger combo, and I'd probably try those nachos, is what I'm thinking. I don't think I would get a Donato's pizza. Just saying, I'd probably avoid the Donato's. So there you go. I'd probably get a big burger, and I would get the crazy barbecue pork nachos from Red Robin. All right. So that's 2 options. All right. 2 of the options that we could do. Okay. I received a $2 tip from Beaver Bother, and I don't care. So thanks for the $2 tip, Beaver Bother. He's complaining. I'm just going to ignore him. Thanks for $2. Beaver Bother, who's literally been banned 17 times from each chat. All right. Okay. So 2 down, 1 to go. So Subway, I would probably do 3 different little sandwiches, like tuna, rotisserie chicken, some kind of a cold cut, and one of their unique desserts, whether it be the Doritos nachos or the footlong cookie. Okay. If we do Red Robin, I probably do one of the burger combos with their unique barbecue nachos. Okay. The third and final option for now, unless we think of another one, all right, would actually be Applebee's. Now, Applebee's, I do not have good history with. I had Applebee's once or twice in Connecticut, and I never liked it. And then when I moved out here, I believe it was the first week that I lived in Washington, I tried Applebee's, and it was atrociously bad. I actually went to the restaurant, and they got all of the orders wrong in the entire restaurant. Like, every customer complained that everyone's food was wrong. So they had to keep running different food out. They gave me the wrong food. Everyone around me had the wrong food. And then when the right food came out, it was all bad anyway. All right. But that was 11 years ago. So I don't know if Applebee's has improved or not in the last decade, but this would definitely be something weird to try. So they have all kinds of stuff. All right. One of the things that they actually do is they do these 2-for combos. So, for example, they're not going to show unless I pick a specific location. But what it'll usually allow you to do is pick one of a series of appetizers and then 2 entrees, like a burger and chicken, something like that. And so you can get all of that for like $25, but of course, ordering it's going to be more expensive than that. But that limits your menu selections. Okay. If we were looking, for example, well, I probably wouldn't want a skillet delivered because the sizzling skillets are meant to come out sizzling. Delivered, obviously, you lose the effect and it's going to not be good. I'm not going to order steak or ribs because that's going to be way too expensive. But I would maybe consider a pasta dish. What do they have for pasta? Bourbon Street chicken, blackened shrimp, broccoli and cheddar chicken, blackened shrimp, 4 cheese. What the fuck is that? What is that? Oh, dude. Oh, do I have to tell you what that looks like? Oh my God. Is that supposed to look appetizing? What on earth? Wow. It looks like someone already ate it. It looks like they ate it. It came out the wrong way. 4 cheese mac and cheese with honey pepper chicken tenders. What? Oh, these do not look good, right? None of those pasta dishes look very good. What sandwiches do they have? That's different chicken. They have grilled and they have fried. A prime rib dipper. You know what this looks like? This totally looks like the I forget the name of the sandwich, but it looks exactly like the sandwich from Quiznos. Even the bread looks exactly the same. It's that prime steak with the sweet onions, melted cheese. It probably has a sauce on it, and it has the cheesy bread, and then you can that looks exactly like the sandwich from Quiznos. So I guess they copied. Yeah, it totally looks like they copied it. A clubhouse grill. Would you go to Applebee's to get a ham sandwich with bacon? Like what? Chicken fajita roll-up. Nothing special. Honestly, nothing here it looks very special, right? What kind of burgers do they have? Whole lot of bacon, Bourbon Street with mushroom, the neighborhood burger. 2 juicy patties, seared and stacked with American cheese, smothered with house-made garlic mayo. Doesn't even sound good. Garlic mayo? Oh, what the? A quesadilla burger. How on earth are you supposed to eat that? You do realize that will be completely soaked and soggy and disgusting. Even fresh at the restaurant, that's gonna be soggy and disgusting. Who would order that? This is like food made by people who don't understand food at all. Oh boy, the Impossible Cheeseburger. There's nothing special, honestly. What about chicken? Bourbon Street chicken. Chicken tenders. Chicken tenders? I can't just get those myself. Why would I go to Applebee's for chicken tenders? You can just buy a bag of those right now and put them in your oven. This is weird. Fiesta lime chicken. This is terrible. Look, it's frozen. This food is even. I don't think they even understand the concept, right? The concept is supposed to be when you have a photo of the food, it's supposed to look better than what the food would be. This doesn't even look good as they're presenting it. That looks like frozen rubber. That doesn't look appetizing to me in any way. Why would I want to order that? I'm not seeing a single thing on this menu I would want at all. Like, here, what about their sides? Fries, garlic mashed potato, 4 cheese mac and cheese with bacon on top, green beans, broccoli. Oh my God. It's terrible. I don't even have a single thing I want. Seriously. I think we can eliminate one right now. I don't think there's a single thing on the Applebee's menu that I would want. Nothing there looks appetizing to me at all in any way. That looks terrible. At least at Red Robin, some of those things looked interesting. This just looks like ass. Yeah, so all right. So here we go. That's going to make it a lot easier for us. Let's just eliminate Applebee's, all right? That looks like garbage. So forget Applebee's. I would say we need to decide between Subway and Red Robin for our next DSP tries it. I think either is a perfectly viable candidate. They both look like they have good variety where we'd be able to try some things and taste test against. All right. All right. So let's do a poll. All right. Let's do it. I'm going to post a poll both on YouTube and on Kick. All right, here we go. Create, start poll. Please vote. Let's see what your immediate feedback is live on stream. Keep in mind, what wins we'll probably do next, but it doesn't matter. Like the next one, we could do the other one anyway. It's not like because people didn't vote for it this time, we won't do it. But I feel like we need today on this very show, we have to figure this out. So that way we know what we're working toward and we can push toward it rather than saying, we don't know, we don't know. So let's figure it out. Cheetah Man, yes, we looked at the Subway menu. They have rotisserie chicken, not the rubbery white meat molded chicken. Okay. Huge asshole. Our first super chatter of the day, $2 says, let's look at Subway again. Let's not say we did. Because I remember everything that's on that menu now. Thank you, huge asshole. All right. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Pretty cool seeing that in the Grand Theft Auto font. That's wild to see that in the Grand Theft Auto font like that. If a Cowboy fan says, why not do both within 2 different goals? Oh, well, that's the thing. We probably will. I almost guarantee you we're going to end up doing both in due time. But we got to figure out what the next one is now so we know what we're working on. We're already 64 out of 70. We're almost today, by the end of today, we'll be probably halfway, if not more to halfway there, right? So we need to figure that out today. Am I going to react to the new Superman trailer? You want me to? I don't know if I want to or not. Would I consider Long John Silver's? I looked into it. There is none near me. There is a Long John Silver's in my area, but they won't deliver because they're too far away. So sadly, I can't do Long John Silver's. Since I've been in the game so long, would I consider doing a game historian style thing where I could talk about the history of certain franchises? I could. I could do things like history of Street Fighter, history of franchises that I've been a part of the whole time, like Mass Effect and stuff like that. I could do stuff like that. The thing is, here's the challenge of it, right? It's all edited content, and not to say that I couldn't edit, because I could now. I actually have a video editor, and I've learned basic video editing again, so I could probably get better at it. But the challenge on YouTube with that is you're basically at the mercy of the algorithm. And here's what I mean. Back in 2016, and yes, I know that was a long time ago, okay? I created a channel called KO Gaming. That channel was meant to be a channel that was going to have highly edited game reviews, countdowns, special, now they call them video essays. Back then they didn't really, but it was like special, rant videos, things like that, right? And I launched the channel, and it did very well. I worked on it for around 6 to 7 months, okay? And I worked my ass off on this channel. And I actually got a video that broke 1 million views. I had several videos that had maybe around 100,000 views. And then most videos were getting between anywhere from, say, 8,000 upwards to maybe 20, 30,000 views. So it was okay. Like, the channel was doing decent at the time. And at that time, this was pre-adpocalypse on YouTube. So no exaggeration, you can make a lot of money on a video like that. Like the video that had 1 million views made me like $3,000 in like a month. Okay? But the challenge of a channel like that is, number one, having enough fresh content to constantly have people coming back to the channel. You want to stay in people's minds. You want to stay in the algorithm, but balancing that with everything else. For example, when I was working on that channel, that was half of my day. Like, I only did 1 stream a day. I did 1 stream where I did like a pre-stream and gameplay for like 3-4 hours. And that was all I did. The entire night was no night stream. Instead, it was just me doing editing and voice capture and things like that. Writing, scripting, Now, the channel did well. But then what happened, as I said, you're at the mercy of YouTube and the algorithm and things like that. YouTube, for some bizarre reason, even though the channel was highly professional, had almost no swearing, nothing that would be considered adult-oriented, nothing wrong, they demonetized the channel. They actually made it so every video was getting flagged for demonetization. And I was like, what? Why? And I contacted YouTube, and they refused to tell me. They would just keep sending me to a generic list of reasons why your videos would get demonetized, and it never made any sense. So eventually, I just stopped using the channel, and then I went back to it like a year later, and then the videos started getting monetized again. But the problem is, YouTube can do that at any moment. It doesn't make any sense why they would. And so it kind of disheartened me, because here's the thing. If you are at the mercy of YouTube, it means at any moment they could just go, no revenue for you. And if your model is based on views and ads, you did all that work for nothing. And that's what happened. My channel, I put 6 to 7, 8 months of work into this channel. It was all for nothing, because after that one video, I was never able to make money on it again. So then I became a full-time streamer, and this has been my focus now ever since. So I don't want to put that level of effort into an edited style channel if YouTube can just take it away from me. So that's why I've never went back to that kind of thing. I very well could. And I think with the level of equipment I have now for voiceovers and editing, I could make it work, but I just don't want to put that level of effort into it again. All right, well, folks, Subway has won. So we are going to do Subway next. All right? Subway will be the next DSP tries it. It won both on Kick and on YouTube. And it means it was 12:29 when I determined that, which means now we can do this. Did we figure out food by 12:30? Yes, we did. We did figure out the food, and only 38% of people said we would. So whoever said yes, you just made out like bandits and just earned a ton of the channel points on Kick. Congratulations. We figured it out at 12:29. Very nice. You wagered wisely. Oh, but it was the lesser wager. So you won big there. Good stuff. Yes, we did pick the food. Subway, and we even know it's going to be one of the chicken sandwiches, one of the lunch meat sandwiches, and a tuna sandwich. We already figured it out. And one of the desserts. So there you go. Congrats. Please clap right into the mic. Okay, here we go. As loud as I can. There we go. Okay. All right. So sorry if you lost channel points, but you got to wager wisely. That's what it's, man. In a day, you could win it all big or you could lose it all on Kick. That's for sure. That's how it works on Kick, baby. All right. So Subway will be at 70 goals hit. We'll get 3 sandwiches and one of the desserts. So we got to determine what we're going to do now. Now we can work on that over the week, determine exactly which ones we want to get. Okay. Okay. All right. So, folks, we talked about the schedule. We figured out DSP tries it next. I think what we'll do is we'll do Subway for 70 goals. And then how about when we hit 80 goals, we could do Red Robin. So now we kind of have the next 2 already figured out. Okay? Here you go. Now we don't have to worry about it till 90 goals. We already got the next 2 determined, so that's good. And the truth is, probably in the next 2 weeks, something new will happen that'll be interesting. So then we'll figure out, that'll be probably 90, and then we'll be getting closer to the marathon. So, okay. So if you want to see me try Subway, if you want to see me try a new chicken with a rotisserie chicken I've never had before, a lunch meat, and a tuna salad, which I haven't had in ages, plus one of their desserts, support the stream. Let's get some super chats. Let's get some memberships. We don't have any memberships today. Let's get some tips, and let's get some subs. We have no subs. Who's going to be the first sub on Kick today? Let's find out right now. Let's get a sub on Kick. Who's the first one? Let's celebrate someone on Kick right now. Who's going to step up to the plate? Right now. Right now. All right. Anyway, if a Cowboy fan, the podcast typically ends around 1 p.m. Pacific time. So we got around a half an hour left on the show, roughly. Okay. Yeah. I want you to think of it this way. Going back to the idea of doing an edited style channel. I know I could do it. I have great quality audio now. I have great quality visuals. I have a great PC. I can edit. I know how to edit. I've learned effects, transitions. I know I'm picture in picture. I could do it all. Okay. But the problem with that is I could work my ass off on making great videos. And there is no guarantee whatsoever that they would ever be watched on YouTube. I might have a video that goes viral and gets 1 million views, but then gets demonetized for no good reason. And you can't really figure it out. Really, the smart way to go is to not be dependent on individual video performance, but instead to build a body of work per se. That yes, if one gets demonetized, it's not a big deal, but to have more than that so people have somewhere to go and they're constantly watching your content, but also to have other avenues of income. Live streaming is definitely the way to make a viable living in the modern era. It just is. Turning on the live stream and being able to do content that's interactive and then people support it. It doesn't matter if YouTube demonetizes you, right? Like right now, if this stream got demonetized, I could still get tips. I could still get contributions via Kick, right? It doesn't matter. You see what I'm saying? If you put all your eggs in one basket and you edit a video, okay, this is a 20-minute long video essay, and I put a whole week's worth of work into it, and you release it. Oh, well, the algorithm won't push it, so no one saw it. Oh, it didn't work at all because YouTube decided to demonetize it for no reason at all. Wow, that's, and that's disheartening, and that's just it really is deflating when that kind of shit happens. So that's why I really don't bother with that anymore. I liked doing it. I'll be honest. In 2016, I liked doing it. I thought it was very fun doing the edited style stuff. I thought that it was meaningful stuff too. People were learning about new games I was playing and stuff. Yeah, right now I feel like I could do, running through Street Fighter and the history of the games and with the differences between them and things like that, evolution of a certain series of Street Fighter. I could do that. I could do a series of Mass Effect, the differences between Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3, the lore and the continuation, why there was controversy around the series, the flop that was Mass Effect Andromeda. I could do a good series of videos on that for sure. And I know that people would like it and it would be good quality stuff. But would the algorithm pick it up? Or would I work for months on them and then no one ever sees them, right? Would it get demonetized for no reason? So that's why I really would rather just stream, to be frank with all of you. And plus, like I said, I've built up a streaming presence now for some 8 years. I've been full-time live streaming since 2017. This is where I'm successful. So if I were to take all that time away from streaming, meaning let's say I only did one stream a day. Let's say I did a podcast and a gameplay stream once a day. There were no night streams at all, right? Well, that's half my streaming gone. So I would make so little progress in games. I'd have to play half as many games. My chill night streams would be gone. I wouldn't have time to do chill night streams at all. So games like Minecraft, Truck Simulator, all gone, eliminated, right? And then after all that work, hoping the videos get views. That's the problem, Okay. Thank you so much to Nagla. Nagla gifted 10 subs on Kick. Thank you so much, Nagla. That is very much appreciated. Let's get you up on the leaderboard. That is $50 of support. So it gets us up to 60 for today so far. Thank you, Nagla. Appreciate that. And now you're up on the leaderboard too for the week, right? Yeah. Awesome. Propelled right up there. Cool. So the weirdest thing happened yesterday. On Kick, a bunch of people were contributing subs and none of them were showing up. Most of them showed up later. So FYI, just so everyone knows, there were 20 subs from AI Camus. There were 12 subs from your future stepdad. As well as 4 from Buckwell. They didn't show up at first. They all showed up later. So Kick had a big issue yesterday where nothing was going through right away, but eventually they did go through. And I did count them yesterday, so that's why we hit 2 goals on yesterday's first stream. So thank you to anyone who did support via Kick yesterday. It did count. It did go through. It's dumb that there was this weird delay, but it did eventually clear up, okay? Excuse me. Okay. X-Shooter with a $5 super chat says, hey, I like the GTA leaderboard. I'm so hyped for GTA 6. Me too. And so I have an idea. Here's what I was thinking. So over the summer, there's a few different things that I'm going to be doing for summer downtime because typically during the summer, there's not a lot going on in gaming, right? I do feel like after Summer Game Fest, we'll have a better idea of what games will be coming out between now and the summer. But right now, if you take a look at the summertime, like you've got RoboCop, Rogue City. Actually, you have Tony Hawk Pro Skater Remake 3 and 4 on July 11th. RoboCop Rogue City Unfinished Business July 17th. Donkey Kong Bonanza July 17th. And then literally nothing else until the end of August. And then we start getting a bunch of games end of August into September. So there will be probably roughly about a month with not a lot going on. And what I thought I could do is play Grand Theft Auto 4 on PC with mods. So imagine GTA 4 with much improved graphics, better lighting, things to tweak it to make it much better. Okay? So I think that would be amazing. And then, then we could do cool GTA themed stuff here. That would be really neat, right? I think I would love to do that. I just don't know what the mods are. I hope that there's really good mods for GTA 4. But I thought that would be a great way to get some GTA gameplay in for this year. Because last year we did GTA 5 or 2 years ago we did GTA 5? And now, of course, people are starting to get hyped for GTA 6. So I think that could be something fun to do over the summer, along with Suikoden 2. The Suikoden 2 HD collection I wanted to do too. So thank you, X Shooter. I appreciate that very much, X Shooter. We're now up to $65 of support and climbing. Thank you, guys. I am well aware there is a rumor they're remaking GTA 4. I'm aware of that. But number one, I don't trust it. That's number one. I don't trust that they actually are. Number two, if it comes out, it might suck. Remember the last remastered collection they came out with, how bad it was? So, you know. I guess we'll see. Let's see what happens. Again, Summer Game Fest coming up and everything. I guess we'll find out. Let's see what happens. But that was an idea I had for the summer. Maybe we'll do it. Maybe we won't. My hair, once again, is uncontrollable today. Just sticking straight up on one side. Whatever. Okay. All right. Now, Nagla has done a €11.99 super chat. And Nagla apparently is a streamer, which I didn't even know. Let's take a look at the channel. Wow, Nagla is a 7 million sub YouTuber. How are you doing, Nagla? What brings you to the channel, Nagla? Let me take a look at the channel. What kind of content do you make? We opened the worst gas station ever. Is this gaming stuff? I don't know because you have thumbnails. I can't tell. Nagla reacts to TikToks. Nagla vlogs with Vanos crew. Don't ever play a rage game with pasta. So you're a Minecraft creator? Because you have a lot of Minecraft stuff. Yeah, look. Oh, wow, yeah. All Minecraft stuff, huh? Cool. I'm finally just getting back into Minecraft. I've only played it for about a month now, but I'm getting into Minecraft on PC with mods now, which is really good. Like, I really like how Minecraft is with mods on PC. Well, thank you, Nagla. It's pronounced Nogla. How do you pronounce it? Is it Nogla? Maybe it's Nogla. What is what's the current currency conversion for the euro? I don't know. I have to look it up. Let's see. Euro to USD. $1.12. So 11.99 euros is 13.39 USD. There you go. Cool. I should use my Twitter AI bot to generate thumbnails as good as Nogla's. Is that how he does his thumbnails? Because the thumbnails are crazy good. They're all like cool animation. All right. Well, Nogla, thank you for the subs. Thank you for the super chat. I have no idea what brought you to my channel today, but welcome and thank you so much for the support, man. What did I just hit on my phone? What the hell? Get that out of there. Okay. Cool. Invite DSP to your crew for GTA 6. Do we even know what is even available to do in GTA 6? We don't. Like, we don't even know what GTA Online will be for GTA 6 or anything. Although you would assume it's probably going to end up being more like GTA Online from GTA 5. He took off? It looks like he came in and he took off, huh? He didn't say anything. He's been asking about me recently. He and the is it Vanos or Vanos? I don't know how to say it. Crew reacted to your incident. They're harmless stuff. What of all the things to react to, the incident, like there's way more pertinent things recently than the incident to react to. Like, I thought they would have reacted to like the stupid viral Twitter thing right now about Doom. Why would the incident be a big deal in 2025? Right? Yeah, I mean it's huge. A 7 million sub YouTube channel is crazy. It looks like he makes Minecraft content. Minecraft, I can't believe Minecraft is still so huge. It is though, right? So if a Cowboy fan tipped a buck, it says, will you react to my suggestions from previous shoutouts, Persona 3 Reload episode Algis and Zero Escape trailers? Well, episode Algis is the expansion for Persona 3, correct? Which I know about. I think actually, I feel like I watched it already. I feel like we watched that a long time ago. I do, because I think I remember seeing the trailer that there was a DLC expansion. People were freaking out because you had to pay for it. When the game, that's right, now I remember. Persona 3 Reload came out, and then within like a week, they announced the DLC, and everyone was like, why are you charging already? We just bought your game, you're already charging us more money? Yeah, I remember that. Oh, there you go. Nogo says, my brother and I love you. Keep it up. Well, thanks. Dude, I'm going to keep it up. I've been doing it for 18 years. I ain't going anywhere. No matter what people say and do to me on the internet, I don't give a shit. I'm here, man, for the long haul. Cool. Well, thank you, Nogla. Great support this morning. I really appreciate you. Anyway, so yeah, I swear I already saw it. Let me take a look. I swear we already watched this like last year. I think people asked me to react to it already, but maybe I didn't react to it. Maybe I just watched it myself. Episode Aegis, right? The answer. Yeah, because it was, I remember it was the expansion. Yeah, it was the recreation of the expansion from 2007, right? Oh, because it was at the Game Awards. It was at the Game Awards. I must have seen it through the Game Awards of last year, is what it is. Yeah, they announced it there, right? 8 months ago, August 20th, 2024. Oh no, excuse me, not the Game Awards, Gamescom. I'm misspeaking. Gamescom. It was at Gamescom. Here we go. Nogla with a $23.99 super chat says, can you say, have a good day, Andrew? He's in my brother who told me who you are. Have a good day, Andrew. I mean it. Have a good one. You better, because Nogla said so. All right. Thank you, Nogla. Let's see how much that is. Nogla going crazy with support this morning. Thank you, Nogla. $26.80. What's up, King Michael? How are you today? Awesome. With that, we're currently at 79 plus 2680. Oh, geez. That'd be 125. No, what am I talking about? I'm so stupid. That'd be 105. So we're currently at 105 out of our 150 goal for the stream. With the majority of that coming from Nogla. With these super chats and gifted subs. Thank you, man. Link my email in chat. My email is darksidefil@hotmail.com, but it's darkside with a Y, S-Y-D-E. If you're interested in contacting me. Or actually, Nogla, you could just DM me on X, too. Do you have an X account? Just DM me on X. I think you should be able to DM me, and we can talk there if you want to talk further about anything. I have no clue, but thanks for the support, man. Oh shit! I didn't mean to do that. Well, I closed my browser. God damn it! All right. Cool. So, all right. So here, this is only 35 seconds. This was the DLC that they released for Persona 3 Reload, right?
Tomorrow and all the days after it will be March 31st.
It's like Tartarus all over again.
There is a strong connection between all of you and what's happening.
Let's just open it. Then we'll know. Something's wrong.
Ravage them!
You'll never see it coming.
Why is it after us? Persona!
Here it comes!
Why did it just become Persona 5? What just happened? It was Persona 3. It became Persona 5. What just happened? What? I have no clue what we just watched. Why was there an expansion for Persona 3 that's Persona 5? I never even know about that. But keep in mind, I ended up skipping Persona 3 Reloaded. Yeah, I ended up skipping Persona 3 Reloaded because it came out amidst RPG Overload last year. So I didn't ever play it. I might eventually play it someday. They always put other protagonists in as super secret bosses. Oh, really? That wasn't the trailer. That was the one teasing Joker, who's a boss. Oh. It's a secret boss, but it's not 5 Joker. Then why'd they play the Persona 5 theme song? That's ridiculous. Anyway. All right. Anyway, guys, we have about 10 minutes left on the show. Last chance if someone wants to tag me and talk about anything in either chat. All right. Just tag me, and we'll have a little discussion back and forth before we end the show. Great show today. Thank you so much, No Glove, for all this crazy support out of nowhere. And you can reach out to me and contact me if you want to ever talk about stuff behind the scenes. I have no idea. It looks like you're a Minecraft creator. I'm just getting back into Minecraft. Realistically, I don't know what we could really do there, but always open to possibilities. So. Cydia says, you find it crazy that devs left Ubisoft and they made a banger game on their first try. Makes me wonder if the current directors of Ubi are retarded or want to fail. It's not, okay, let's be clear here. I fully believe, the problem is the management. It's not the devs. The devs want to make good games, get it? Like, can you think of a single person who's like, hey, I want to go to work today and do bad work. I want to pump out bad games, bad products, and crap. Of course not. But the management pushed them in directions that are awful to make bad games. Do you remember the big controversy around Anthem? How BioWare wanted to make another Mass Effect or another Dragon Age or another great game and said, we make great single-player narrative-based games. And they were outright told, no, make Anthem. So they had to, and it was terrible. You know what I'm saying? So I sadly really feel that in this case, all right, these game devs were working for Ubisoft. They saw the writing on the wall. They saw that the games that they were making, especially with the pumping out of an Assassin's Creed every year, that the quality was dipping, that the attention to detail, making games for the sake of art as opposed to for the sake of something that will print money, right? They had enough. And so they left and they splintered off. They made their own game. And yeah, Clair Obscur is stacking up to be a modern masterpiece of a video game. And if anything, what that shows is with the right direction, with true skill and passion and the right direction, it doesn't matter if you're big or small, you can still make an amazing game. And the problem right now with Ubisoft is the wrong people are in charge, directing the ship in the wrong places and making crap games over and over. It's like game after game is bad from them, I received a $5 tip. I can relate to you. Well, let me play the animation first. Just like a big statement. Let's do a nice animation. $5. Thank you for the tip, whoever this is. I don't even know if there's a name yet. Let's look. No name on this one. Anonymous $5 tipper. Okay, so I can relate to what you're saying, talking about earlier with edited videos in today's YouTube world. I spend over 5 hours on average editing my videos and putting a lot of passion into them, only for the algorithm to go, nope, and the views are always low, or I seem to get bigger views than average on the channel, but YouTube will yellow flag it for some odd reason. Now it loses its place in search. I'm glad I'm doing it for a hobby and fun and a small community of people calling me underrated and comment on almost every video because I can't imagine trying to make money putting in so much work and get met with disappointing results. I do not blame you at all for going full streaming, but I will say I liked your KO Gaming content. I still go back to the old channel and peep your videos from time to time. Sorry for the long message, but it resonated with me. God bless. No, much appreciated sentiment and message, really. Again, I liked it. Like, that was a time when I didn't know what I wanted to do with my future. I knew I didn't want to just do gameplay anymore. I was bored with it. I really was just bored doing gameplay. And so I didn't know what direction to go. Did I want to become a full-time streamer? Did I want to do edited style content? And so I really took a big chance. I did. And so the edited thing was a big gambit, a big risk of me only making half as much content. Would it pay off? And at first it did. Like, at first it literally did pay off. It was working well. I was getting good views on the content, which was bringing in the ad revenue I needed to keep making a living. And I was like, oh, this is great. And then it just disappeared overnight. Like, and it was a literal thing. It was a literal overnight. Oh, guess what? We don't want you to have monetization on this channel anymore. I had a video. Just listen to this. I had a test video. It was black screen, no audio. It was 20 seconds of this. I uploaded it to the channel with just like test. It says test was the name of the video. It demonetized it. So what it proved is that for some reason, YouTube could blacklist a channel and make it so that you just get no ads at all. And that's what happened. They completely blacklisted KO Gaming for no reason at all. But then a year later, they fixed it and it started working again. You know, really dumb. You want a Superman trailer react? All right, maybe I'll do it eventually. We're not going to do it today because we're at the end of the show. Okay. No, Truck Sim is tomorrow night, NJZ. Tonight is more due. Okay. I'm trying to keep up, but people are tagging me with different things, and a lot of it's nonsense. Yeah, Super DJC, I don't know what the upcoming releases are right now. I have to update my gaming calendar, and I think I'll do so once Summer Game Fest and the Xbox presentation happens in early June, because we'll probably get a ton of new game dates at that point, in which case then I'll probably update, my schedule and things I'm going to be doing. I don't know about Vampire Survivors. I never played it, and I know a lot of people liked it, but no one really asked me to play it. When it was trending and it was popular, like, no one was like, hey, Phil, go try Vampire Survivors. I don't know. It's always a possibility, and it's one of those, again, one of these indie games that was pretty popular at one point, And, not everyone's talking about it anymore, but maybe it would be interesting just to see what it was, you know? All right. Are we good? I guess we're good. We covered a lot of topics. Again, shout out to Nogla. Super support this morning from Nogla, propelling us all the way up to over $100 to support this early, right, on the podcast is amazing. So now we only have 40 to go to hit our goal for the stream. So thank you for that. Oh, my nose itches. I heard of Temtem. I just never saw it or played it. I know it's yet another like Pokemon ripoff spinoff, right? Is Doom 64 Doom 3? No. Doom 64 was they took the Doom engine and they knew that they couldn't do what they wanted to do with it on N64. So it's a modified Doom engine. It's hybrid stages. Like some of the stages are similar to ones from the real Doom 1 and 2, but other stages are brand new. So essentially, it's kind of like a spin-off expansion of Doom 1 and 2, but it's not Doom 3. There actually is a Doom 3. I think I'm going to bring a comb and a hairbrush into my office from now on. So now when my hair's bothering me, like you see how it's sticking up just on this side again? And sometimes I can get it to stay down, but then it puffs up again. I'm going to start brushing it live. Brush and comb live. I'll style my hair live in the podcast. It'll be the hairstyling show. There you go. Yeah, Doom 64 was published by Midway. That's right. It wasn't, again, Doom 64 was not a mainline Doom game. It was a spin-off so you could play Doom on the N64, but it wasn't real Doom. Oh, man. Okay. No, that's another thing. Doom 3 with mods might be really good, huh? Doom 3 might be really good with mods, right? Nice. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you for watching the Level 1 podcast. I hope you enjoyed. Tomorrow, we'll talk about how Clear Obscure and Doom went, and if any other news or stuff is going down. But in the meantime, thank you so much for chilling with me. Thank you for hanging out. Thanks for helping me choose the next DSP Tries It. And I will see you soon for more gameplay fun. Peace out, my friends.